Brian Palaviro on Far here after the 2012 UROC 100k, the last UROC 100k here in Virginia for the time being, with Jorge Maravilla after a marvelous run.
Salute!
Salute! At this year's race, you were third.
Yeah.
You surprised yourself.
I think so. Absolutely. I was surprised. As we all know, it was a pretty deep field, very deep field, but I think that's what my thought was coming into this is, you know, I'm not here to concern myself with the deep field. I'm here to run a Maravilla race. You know, I'm here to run my own race, dictate my own effort, you know, even though there was a lot of pressure by everyone doing their thing. But yeah, so I think I ran smart, and this kind of course favors my type of running, you know. I'm a little bit of I can grind it on the road a little bit. Yeah. You know, and the trails are always super fun, so it was a good day. Definitely a good day. I can't complain.
You ran your own race, but I mean, at the same time, I might be a little faulty my memory, but like Western States, I think Ian Sharman, Dave Mackey, and Nick Clark were all ahead of you this year.
We had, you know. So it's you know what it is, Brian, is I'm learning to race. I'm learning to race. Do you remember our interview? Our interview after Western, where I said, "Hey, this is it's making Jorge hungry." Do you remember that? And so, it's learning to be comfortable with uncomfortable, and that's essentially what I did. I think the last 20 miles, I was running and said, "Don't be comfortable. Let's go. Don't be comfortable." And any moment that I felt that I was like settled, no, don't. And so, I think that's what helped be mentally and physically strong those last 20 miles. For sure.
I know that's something you're focusing on. We talked about, not just you and I, but a group of us sort of last night about the benefits of having that experience of not just knowing how to deal with the low spots and nutrition and pacing, but really to push past that comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it, not to be necessarily tough, but just to know that you've got another level. And
that's where my, you know, I feel that I'm very fortunate to be able to run at the level that I do, but I feel that I still have quite a bit of a learning curve, you know, and that's what this process is about. And I like that this event was able to test that for me, you know.
But no matter how hard you were pushing it and how uncomfortable you were still the same, more smiles Maravilla out there. Like, how do you do that? Like, I can understand when you're being, you know, really pacing yourself well and running within yourself, being cheerful, but you're clicking your heels again across the line, and you're, like, you know, passing you on the road, and you're still joking. Like,
Like,
how do you do that? Like, because it's much harder when you're not comfortable to do that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't. It's just my personality, you know. It's really hard to really not do that. It's just part of who I think for me, like. Racing that way is fun. And like I said at the panel yesterday, when fun is my number one priority, I never fail.
You succeeded today.
Thank you. So yeah.
What does it leave you hungry for? I mean, you really showed another level here. What do you want to do next? I mean, either you know, a solid plan, or just, you know, what's in your future?
We'll see. I'm definitely signed up for the North Face 50 miler. That's another big race with probably even a steeper field than today. And so that should be fun. I'm gonna go have some fun in 2 weeks, and I put my name in the lottery for Nike Women's, just to go have fun. You know how it is, single, bilingual, ready to mingle. You gotta go have some fun, you know. But it's gonna be just a total fun event. You know, I might even wear a skirt just to have fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hear Solomon has some nice EXO skirts available.
I might have to sport that. I mean, I'll talk to Frosty and like say, Frosty, I need a skirt. You know, she hooked up Max with one over at Trans Rockies. So, you know, speaking of, I have to say, I think having run Trans Rockies, let me see, about six or 5 weeks ago, that helped me. And then I just did the Kauai Marathon, and that helped me. And I think that's what made today, like, that was the perfect training events for this.
Awesome.
because it's a mixture of trail and road, and yeah.
One thing that sort of got tossed around last night is you got your name in Western States automatically next year. Ian Sharman's talking about the Grand Slam. Nick Clark's talking about the Grand Slam. Carl Meltzer's talking about the Grand Slam. Is it a possibility?
I don't know. I have to put some thought to it. I mean, I'm interested. I think, the history of our sport is a beautiful thing, and the Grand Slam perhaps I think hasn't been getting that much attention. And seeing that these guys are doing it, it's kind of nice to maybe jump on that train and help continue to give some substance for us as athletes. And I think like we're very fortunate that like you are amazing.
Thank you.
You are, Brian. You are amazing, and the fact that you have I Run Far and it provides everything for the community. That's a pretty big substance to have the Grand Slam and have maybe that many athletes who are very respectful on their own levels, and it just kind of would make it very interesting for all. And
It would be
for us.
It would be a fun summer. I mean, if the right names came together, you better believe we'd be out at Vermont and held out to Wasatch.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have to put a lot of thought into that, and making sure where everything lies for me and what 2013 lies for me. But definitely one thing for sure is no matter what it is that I'm doing, more smiles Maravilla will be there.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on a great 2012 so far, and see you in San Francisco.
Yeah, thank you for your support and your love out there. It was greatly appreciated, and I fuel off that stuff.
As do we. So thanks for the cheerfulness.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.